Yeah, well, haven't taken the 240 out of the garage in I don't know how long now, but it needs a lot of work. See, I don't even know where to start with this car. Ever since Pro-Am competition, where I had just gently, ever so slightly tapped the wall, we have been dealing with a crushed rear quarter. You can see just how bad it is in terms of the alignment on the hatch. Mikey, it was like, what, maybe 6 months ago that we tried ratchet strapping it to the tree there, trying to bend it back out?
Tried.
Yeah, emphasis on tried. And ever since then, really haven't touched the car. It hasn't been drifted, it's just been rotting away in the garage. So how are we going to address the whole fact that the quarter is damaged? I'll show you. Tucked away in the garage, you will see we have fiberglass rear quarter panel replacements. Which is perfect for us drifters because you know we're gonna damage stuff. And in my case, I can just chop off the whole rear half of the car. It's a lot easier said than done because that's gonna mean I'm gonna have to remove the stock tank and put in a fuel cell and all that. So yes, it's definitely more involved than trying to fix it yourself. And I figured while the rear is damaged and gonna be cut out, we might as well have some fun with it. Not too much fun, but just enough to make you guys think like, is he really gonna do that thing? I already have it taped off, ready to be cut out, so we might as well just, you know, kick it a little bit. And before you guys start commenting, why am I destroying this section of the quarter that could be donated to someone in need? No, you don't want this quarter. It's been pulled. You can see Bondo all throughout it. Yeah, it's toast. So, you know, might as well just have some fun with it. Do want to make sure not to damage any of my existing rib nut holes. I had rear over fenders on it. I already sold those a long time ago, but it'll be perfect for mounting those rear quarter replacements. Honestly, this just feels wrong to abuse a car like this. I don't want to do it anymore. Mike, you want to take a couple swings? Don't be a Hulk and completely destroy it.
Sorry, Mike.
I have a bad feeling a lot of you are going to immediately start disliking this video because of what we're doing to what you would think is a clean quarter. Like I said, this thing's caked with Bondo, and you can see it right here. The whole quarter is nothing but Bondo. So see, this is not worth salvaging, so screw it. The Bondo's even worse on the passenger side. The whole rear section is just nothing but Bondo. It sucks that I didn't know that the car was Bondoed this way when I got it, but I definitely feel a lot less guilty destroying crappy quarters. What does suck though, from when I tapped the wall, it did crack my 326 power wing. You know, everyone goes goo goo gaga over these things and just cracked it ever so slightly up along the section there. Like and subscribe. I mean, obviously this isn't a test fit since we haven't cut anything out, but you see just how it wraps around right up underneath the door and then is effectively a whole replacement for the back quarter of the car. What will be interesting to find out though is how are we going to set up the tube rear. I still need to get a fuel cell, is on order and I should get it soon. But then as far as how the back half of the car is gonna be mounted, still gotta figure that out. You know how everyone says boats stand for bring out another 1,000? Drift cars are the same way. They're just like boats. Just keep throwing money at them and ugh.
You're roasting your nuts back there, boss.
That was kind of stupid of me. Bondo smoke. Don't breathe this. I will say, I didn't go with your typical Harbor Freight cutoff discs. I haven't heard bad things, but I've seen some Facebook pictures of people showing the disc failures, and it's not pretty. So we went with something that I got from Home Depot or Lowe's. Don't know if it's a name brand, but if it is, and something bad happens, coming for you. Nacho, what do you have in your mouth? No. Hey. Looks like the Geico lizard, which reminds me of a meme. I saved $7,500 this year by driving without car insurance. Sorry, Nacho. No Geico snack for you. Yes, I still have fuel in the tank. We'll need to drain that before I start cutting on that side. But once we get to that point, then I'll worry about it. It's kind of cool to see this thing without a whole section of a quarter panel. Like obviously there are sections where tire smoke could now get in, namely right here. So we'll just make a little aluminum plates just to block all that off. This morning we went ahead and cut out the passenger side. Now we have to get to cutting out the rear. The driveway basically looks like a used car dealership. We got some friends over. They're out there enjoying the crazy carts, but we got a BRZ and a bagged Accord. Front wheel drive. I got Mike here to help me, my right-hand man. You know, we've been discussing and coming up with a game plan on how we're gonna cut all this out. We did remove the stock tank as well, so no going back to that. Not too difficult, but now is the time where we get back to cutting. And just like that, we have destroyed the 240. Alrighty, so we are out in the garage. We have a bunch of people just chilling. So we got Chicky. She's a girl. I know it's weird to see a girl on the channel. Yeah. Andrew.
So
he's a stanced Accord guy.
Hell yeah.
Sean, you know Sean. Victor and Michael.
Wow. Great entries for us.
Yeah.
Victor and Mike.
They were saying I was going to be awkward in front of the camera, but, you know, we've just been farting around all afternoon. We watched FD earlier, and I just wanted to show you guys what we finished up on the S13. We cut out the whole rear half of the car. Doesn't look like a 240 anymore. I mean, I guess from the front it does. But no going back now. We went through like 8 cutting blades just trying to get through.
We'll have a little bit more.
Yeah, we have a few left. So any additional cuts that we'll need to do, obviously this bottom spare tire pan needs to come out. Looking up underneath it, you can see the frame rails coming off the back. We'll need to cut and then box those off and prep for the tube rear. Nonetheless, we have made a lot of progress, and I'm stoked where we're at because I was pretty nervous about doing all this cutting. 1, 2, 3, pull! Or push, push, push. Keep going, keep going. More. And that should be good. See, that's some real manpower there. Oh, and woman power. But.
She didn't do anything.
Now, the real reason that Chicky came over today, she has some wheels we need to install on her car.
Yes.
So let's see what you got.
Lights. I didn't.
Oh, you locked yourself out.
So when's the Ambush Drift podcast coming?
Oh, I don't know. You're going to be the one to help me set it all up, and you're going to be the co-host?
Yeah.
Michael, really? All the leftover Halloween candy.
Yeah, kids didn't take it, now it's mine.
Yeah, have at it. let's take one into the light so we can see what you got. Okay. This chick probably got some XXRs.
You would be incorrect.
So what did you get?
Some 57 Extreme wheels, raised gram lights.
Oh, so you actually have good taste.
I do.
My dad actually has these in 17s because these are 18s, right?
Yes.
And you have some Kenda Kaiser KR20s on them. I recommended those to you, and I'm glad you scooped them up because they're
if
good.
they're loud, I'm gonna be so mad.
No, they shouldn't be. They'll be good. Want it to be on setting 3, and then you want it to be in reverse. There you go. So you should be good. Yeah, and just press the button. All the way. There you go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And I'll just repeat that 5 times. Well, we wanted to get Chicky's new wheels on, but it turns out that with the size of the tire she has and the offset of the wheels, it's rubbing into the back of the strut here. So we thought, all right, well, let's throw on some spacer. So we tried a 3mm spacer. That didn't give us enough clearance. So then we went to a 10mm, or no, this is a 7mm spacer to just try to get it to fit. And it turns out that that pushes out the wheel too far, and then we don't get enough thread engagement. So Chicky, I'm sorry, but once you get your coilovers, we'll install them for you. I hope by then all debts are paid. So
Well, thanks for trying.
yes, we tried.
These clowns couldn't figure it out.
Okay, he's clowned in by spacers.
Anyways, it's little things like this where you get hung up on something that you wanted to get done that made me ultimately want to quit YouTube. So I'll see you in another 6 months.